Ladies and gentlemen, you have found us once again. This is the Dreamers Life podcast, and if you are watching us on YouTube right now, you are probably saying to yourself, that is not our normal co-host, that's not Anjanette. And if you're just listening to us, I will tell you now that my normal co-host and co-conspirator, Anjanette, is not in the seat with me today. Instead, she's been replaced by a near 13-year-old, 12 and 3/4. So for the viewing audience or listening at home audience, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Evanjalyn Webster, and this is my dad, Jay Webster.
Oh, nice. So now you understand. Full disclosure, we are related.
Yes.
And so for those who don't know, I get to do a monthly column in a regional magazine, and every year for the last, 4, 5, 6 years, we have done a segment we like to call What I Did for My Summer Break. And I thought it would be fun to do that as part of this podcast too, so you can read it in the magazine or you can listen to or watch it here. And you had a pretty active summer break. Before we get to that, how did last year finish up for you? You had a talent show.
Yes.
And what did you do for the talent show?
For the talent show, I sang Yellow by Coldplay. I did my own arrangement, so I played and sang on the piano and stuff.
Now, how did you select that song? The song is older than you are.
The song is older than I am, yes. So I was kind of in a frenzy because I knew I wanted to do the talent show. I was like, I just don't know what song to do. And so I was sitting with my piano teacher, and I was like, can you help me? Yeah. She said, yeah. And I was like, we were going through the list of the songs. She was like, how about we try to do Yellow by Coldplay? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes.
So, and tell everybody who your piano teacher is.
My piano teacher is Carrie Lennox.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she used to teach at Kane Elementary School, which you used to be also an attendee, but now she is great with child. And and so she will not be teaching this year, but she's on other things.
She's on mom duty.
She is soon to be on mom duty. And so did you do anything else at the end of the school year? You had, I guess, band concerts, choir concerts. You earned 2 different trips to theme parks. Where did you go?
Yeah, so for band, we went to Silver Dollar City. And for orchestra, we went to Frontier City. And so we like Frontier City so much, and it's like so close to where we are in Bartlesville that we decided to buy season passes. Because it's pretty nice, the size and everything.
Yeah, it's a little smaller than Silver Dollar City.
Silver Dollar City is huge.
Yeah. What rides did you like the most at Frontier City?
Well, the Wildcat is a very fun roller coaster. It doesn't have any loop-de-loops or anything, but it still has some pretty big drops. So it's like, if you're like nervous about like going on roller coasters and things, but like you're also a little excited, that's like a good one to try.
It's a great roller coaster to kind of cut your teeth on for sure.
And their Ferris wheel is
huge. My gosh, you can see Texas from the top of the Ferris wheel. It's amazing. And I don't mind telling you, I mean, I am a grown man, and we went as chaperones, and somebody said, let's do the Ferris wheel, and I thought, well, this won't be that big a deal. But it is a big deal. You go way, way, way up, and then depending on how crowded the park is, they stop you to let other people on or off the Ferris wheel, and you might be suspended at the very top, right?
Yeah. Well, like, the reason we decided to go on the Ferris wheel in the first place was to, like, scout out all the rides and look at all the different stuff. Yeah. But, like, I ended up, like, not looking at anything and just looking at my feet, since it was, like, we were, like, above all of the trees and all of everything.
I just remember crying a little bit when we were up there, and I had to hold on to the center post just for like balance. Like, it wasn't windy, it wasn't, there's nothing.
I mean, no seatbelts, and like also like the flap doors are still flapping when you're going up and stuff. There's like no locks on the doors or anything. So if somebody like elbows you a little bit,
these are not the kind of things we want to report back to our grandmother. So let's not do that. And then you did go to Silver Dollar City, which is like 3.5 hours away.
Gosh.
Yeah, it was a trip. Well, and you guys did it on the yellow bus, didn't you? I mean,
we did it on like the regular hot school bus. Like, I was like, is the air conditioning working? I don't think so. Because like for orchestra, we got these like fancy charter buses, and it's not that far away to go to Oklahoma City. Definitely a lot less than to go to Silver Dollar City.
Yeah.
And we just were in plain yellow buses, like 4 people in like 1 seat, and it was crazy.
Yeah. So then you finally get out of 6th grade. They let you out, and what's the first thing you do? I guess did you go to a camp or something after that?
Yes. So the first thing, well, like we had just like a week or 2 where I was just there at your guys'
chilling like a villain?
Not necessarily.
Oh.
I was at your guys' office just doing stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff were you doing?
Well,
like labor for us?
Yeah.
Oh.
No. I was preparing. I was working on my art skills for art camp.
Yeah.
That was coming up. So that was the first camp that I did, and that was with the Bartlesville Art Association. That was really fun.
What kind of stuff did you do at art camp? Like just nudes and stuff?
Not necessarily nudes. We learned how to draw bodies, though.
Oh, okay. Good. So they were clothed bodies, then you learned how to,
they were.
Okay, good. That's probably better.
They were clothed bodies mostly, and so like that was kind of the main thing. But we learned about like different styles of art and like different types of shading. That was really cool. Yeah.
Okay. It seems like in years past we've done a camping trip early in the season. Did we do that this year?
We did, but I believe my brain is on summer brain. So like I think that was after art camp.
Yeah, probably right. Where did we go?
We went to Skiatook, and that was really, really, really fun.
Yeah, I think we had...
well, it was really windy.
It was windy. I think we had one little... I think the first night we were there, there was a tornado warning. And that was kind of active. We had
if there was a tornado warning, you didn't tell me about it.
There was a stormage thing. It kind of missed us, which was great. But right.
That was good. I was like, wait.
I think that's also the trip where halfway through the trip we had to switch spots for a night or something.
We did. I think we might have added on a night. I think we added on a night and we switched it because we were having a fun time, but the spot that we were in was
rented,
booked for another day.
So then you come back from camping and you're summering, and then what happens?
Then we start Cinderella.
Oh.
For CMT. Okay. And like usually we do some of the camps that they have at CMT before, like we do the big main stage show at the community center and everything. But this year the way that they planned it out was like the last week on the camp was like the first week for Cinderella. So I wasn't able to do any of the camps, but Cinderella was still equally as fun. So
this marks what year for your main stage shows?
That was like my 4th main stage show, but it was my 7th year with CMT.
And how many weeks did you do for rehearsal and stuff?
Oof. We did like 5 weeks of rehearsal, but then like show days was kind of like another extra week.
Right. And then did you have a good director this year?
Yeah. She's like my favorite director of all time that we've had at CMT before.
Hopefully the other directors aren't listening.
Yeah.
That's fine. Sure.
No,
yeah.
It's fine. She was really cool.
And who was your director?
Caitlin Coggle.
Okay. And did she have any connection to what you guys... Was this her first time to direct a show?
No, it wasn't her first time to direct a show. So she is Tracy Coggle's daughter. Okay. And Tracy Coggle was one that founded CMT and like started the whole shebang. And so her daughter has been on Broadway and has directed a bunch of shows, and so she had a lot of experience, and she was very, very nice and very, very kind.
Did she have any connection to the Cinderella show?
Oh yes, sorry, thank you. She was in, so the first musical that CMT ever did 25 years ago was Cinderella. Mm-hmm. So Caitlin Coggle, our director, was in the first production of that, and so was our choreographer, and so was our music director.
Right. Wow. Mm-hmm. So what roles did you play in the Cinderella production?
It was mainly ensembles, but I did have like a small little solo because I was second lady of the court, which is obviously very impressive.
That's the most coveted role. Yeah, exactly.
I was the lead.
You were the lead second lady.
Yeah.
And this is your fourth show. I'm sure every show is your favorite for different reasons. How did this show rank for you in terms of what you've done?
This show probably, it might be tied with like Matilda, because I love doing Matilda because that was like super fun. But I think this show is probably number one because like we had like an amazing artistic staff.
Yeah.
And like it's just like it's such a fun show to do, like all of the dancing, all of the ballroom, and like all the costumes are so fun except for like when they want to break every show, but it's fun.
So what were your costumes like on this show?
I had one townsperson costume, and so we kind of thought that looked like a Jane costume from Mary Poppins.
Yeah, sure.
It was pretty fun. So that was, it wasn't like super fancy or anything because we were townspeople. And then my second costume, which is like my last costume, was the ball gown, and we had like actual corsets and everything, and it was like very interesting.
Yeah,
it's fine.
What is it like? You do all your rehearsals at a school. In our case, it was at Madison, formerly the Mid-High. If you're a long-term Ville resident, so you do your rehearsals for like 5 weeks at the school gymnasium and area and all that stuff.
Yes.
And then after 5 weeks, you do what's called Tech Week, right?
Yes.
And Tech Week means what? Where do you go?
Tech Week means we go to the BCC, the Bartlesville Community Center, and like the first few days are like stop and start every 4 seconds. Like you hear the word hold like 4 million times. Yeah. It's like, it's really painful the first few days. So it means like you might start your days early, or you'll get there pretty early, and then you're just there to like, I've been to rehearsals that will be to like 1 a.m. and it's pretty bad.
So you do all that stuff, and then finally it's opening night, which in this case was a Thursday night. What's it like for you when you come out on stage for the very first time in that play, and there's a big live audience out there and all that stuff?
What I kind of try to focus on during the shows that we don't have during our auditions is the audience, but also I try to like feed off of the energy of the audience, because sometimes like you did not get sleep last night.
Right.
So like once you get there and you're like pretty tired, even if like the audience isn't like super piped up or anything, because they might have not had very much sleep either, it's still good to be like, there's an audience out there, so I have to try my best, and that helps a lot.
Can you hear the audience from the stage? I mean, do they respond? Do they laugh or cry?
Yeah, cry. Maybe. They might cry when I try to dance. Yeah, I can hear them. I can't hear like their private conversations, but
That's probably for the better, right?
Yeah. They'd be like, wow, Evanjalyn's really bad. No.
So, do you still really enjoy musical theater and stuff?
Yes. I think it has been a little slower the past few years, but I think this kind of helped bring me back up with such a fun show.
Yeah. What is it about that whole experience that you like?
The whole experience of like the whole musical is like, it's like during the whole musical, which is kind of funny, everybody's like, what's going to be the next show? And I was like, we're in the show right now. So like, let's try to get through this and then we'll worry about the next show.
Right.
Yeah. But CMT is like such a good and such an amazing opportunity. I'm so lucky to like be in their shows and stuff. And also, but like it's just like so fun to be part of like CMT is like a family, and like theater's a family. So I have like so many friends there, and it's like really a community.
It feels like, I mean, in a cast, you have, so the age range is what for CMT? It's 7 to 17?
Yeah, like it's 7 to 17, I think.
So that's a big span of years. What's it like being around the older kids?
I wouldn't necessarily know.
So you're with the middle-aged kids the most. So in that 11, 12, 13, 14 age group.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a realization like the other day, and I was like, can't wait till I get older and I'll become an older kid and hang out with the older kids. And I was like, wait, but then all of my friends now are going to be the older kids. And it was like a weird like realization in my mind. I was like, whoa.
It'll be the same people, different ages. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. So what does it feel like? You do your last show, which is on a Sunday. It's a matinee. That wraps up. And then you wake up Monday morning. What does that feel like?
I think it's different on different shows. I think I was kind of relieved to have like a day to just do my stuff. It felt a little empty because I was like, it was hard to get back on like the sleep schedule that I normally have, and life's like switching like time zones like 4 times or something. Yeah. But so.
What was your sleep schedule like during the play?
It was like I had to. Well, like during rehearsals, I had to like wake up pretty early, like 7-ish, sometimes earlier.
Yeah, so you might rehearse somewhere between like 9 to 4 or so much earlier. And then when you start doing the plays, and are you going to Tech Week? What's that schedule like?
I can sleep in on Tech Week because the like rehearsals don't start normally till like 3-ish, and then but you go really late, so that's why I do need to sleep in. You might
finish up at like 9:30 or 10 or something like that. Yeah. Okay. So after the play wraps, what was your next summer activity?
Okay. After the play wrapped, my next summer activity was just hanging around for a little bit. So for like a week, I was just doing jobs around your guys' office and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
But and then after that, we went to Chicago.
Have you ever been to Chicago before?
Yes, this is like my 10th time.
So, okay, so you fly to Chicago, I assume, right? And you get off the plane, and then what do you start doing when you get to Chicago?
Right when I get to Chicago, we go right on the subway, and we go right to Michigan Avenue. And since we were with our grandparents, we wanted to get a hotel room on Michigan Avenue because it's kind of like basically in the center of everything, so it won't be too much walking for anybody or anything.
Was the hotel nice?
The hotel was very nice. We got free popcorn.
Yeah, and not just any popcorn, but
Garrett's popcorn.
Garrett's popcorn.
It was good.
What kind of stuff did you do while you were there?
We did a lot of shopping.
Yes, you did.
We went to the lake for one day, and man, I'm blanking out on everything. I'm so sleepy.
Did you go see any shows or recordings or anything? Like with Bill Curtis?
Oh yeah, I was like, yeah. So we went to go to see. Wait, don't tell me. Recorded live with Bill Curtis because we know people who know people. So we know Bill Curtis, and he got us tickets, and we did all of that. That was really cool.
And then, see, it sounds like, I think I remember we went to Chinatown. What did you think of that?
We did go to Chinatown. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
It was definitely like a different style.
Yes, right. And then, seems like, so we did Chinatown. We did, do you like baseball at all?
Yes, I do like
and
baseball.
Did you do any baseball games?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I personally, with my family, went to 2 Cubs baseball games.
Yeah.
And that was amazing.
Yeah.
Kind of started crying a little bit when we got there.
Did you find any souvenirs when you were there?
Yeah. So I was like spotting this guy, and I was waiting and waiting till he left. And guess what he forgot?
What did you forget?
His beer bat. So I snagged his beer bat, and I brought it home. And now I'm drinking lemonade out of his beer bat that I love.
Oh, gosh.
It's great.
So for those who don't know, if you go to Wrigley, or actually probably any Major League Baseball park, they have a thing. It's about maybe 2 feet, 3 feet tall, and it's a plastic clear beer bat. Yeah, it's the shape of a bat.
Pour beer in it, but it costs like $12 more to get it. So I don't really understand. I was like, when you can just wait after the game and snag all the fancy cups and souvenir cups that people leave, and I'll just take them all with me and spend $0.
Did you have anything special to wear when you got to the game?
I did. I got myself a personalized Cubs jersey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you bought that jersey with your own money, and you bought it even before you left, so you would have it for the game, right?
Yeah.
And what did it say on the back?
On the back, it says Webster.
Yeah. And then, did anybody else go on the trip with you?
My Bap, my grandpa, and my grandma, my Mimi, and you, and my mom.
Well, thank you. So we were there for a couple of days, and then I guess they joined us about halfway through the trip, right? Mm-hmm. And what was that like?
That was fun. I think they're very used to the Oklahoma life to when they got there, especially my grandma was like, whoa, this is like, it's very busy. So like,
well, if you're used to, so obviously here in Oklahoma, we drive pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
We don't use that much public transportation. Occasionally you use Uber and stuff like that. But when
we
you
don't
get in
really
Chicago,
have we don't have like taxis at all. Like you have to call a taxi.
Yeah. So when you get in Chicago, you might take an L, like you said, it's a subway, or you might take a cab, or there's some little trolleys that work there. Or there's the bus line, or you just hoof it, which is what we do a lot. We walk everywhere, right?
Because it's not too bad if you're
It's a very walking-friendly city.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you're paying attention.
It's not too crowded. It's not as crowded as like New York City streets where you're like going through everybody.
What kind of stuff does Mimi like to do in Chicago?
Shopping.
Yeah.
She likes to do a lot of shopping. And she likes to look around. She does not like to walk.
Yeah. That's not her favorite thing.
No. But she likes to like go to like fancy restaurants and like see like a lot of the stuff, like touristy things, but like pretty like fancy touristy things.
Did you guys go to any fancy places together while you were there?
We went to a fancy restaurant. I remember that. But we did a architecture tour on the lake, and that was pretty fancy.
Yeah, it was
fancy enough that she got like a Bloody Mary on the boat.
What about so I think I took your granddad, your Bap, to a baseball game with me one night, and then what did you and Mom and your Mimi do while I was gone?
We went and we had that nice dinner at the fancy restaurant.
What was the restaurant? Where was it? At the Drake?
Oh, we did that too, but that's different.
Yeah.
We went to high tea at the Drake, which is a very, very fancy, very, very expensive hotel.
Yeah. Pretty good. What was it special? What did they have there?
It was very special. They had 2 live harpists and
dueling harpists.
Well, like at different times. They like switched out. They took breaks, but like there was like a big like tea menu and like a lot of different options. And then also they had a lot of fancy kind of sandwiches.
Okay, so you got back from Chicago, and then what have you been doing since you've been home?
Since I've been home, I've just been
bumming around. Just bumming
around. Well, I bought a fancy gel nail kit, so I've been working on jobs to earn money at the office to earn money because my mom was like, "You're not gonna spend $27 on a nail kit. You're gonna have to earn some of that money." And I was like, "I already have some." But she was like, "No, it's too expensive. Let us pay for some of it, but you still have to work." And I was like, "Okay."
So you bought a nail kit, and you are just at the time of this recording, you're just just a few days away from the start of what?
Cool.
And what year will you be in school this year?
7th grade. I don't know what year that is.
7th grade.
I was like, what?
What are you looking forward to the most this year?
I am looking forward to the most probably like band and orchestra, and then just hanging out with my friends.
Yeah.
I like new teachers and stuff.
Yeah. Do you have any new teachers you're looking forward to seeing?
Yes, my English teacher, Miss Davis, is going to be the best.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And I guess you've been reading something for school already. All summer you had a book that you've been reading? Yeah.
Well, it's really not that big of a book. We've just been so busy.
Yeah.
And in our everyday lives,
and you don't know how to read, so that's been the biggest challenge of it, I think. Okay, all right. So you do know how to read. Okay, got it. All right. So, what book have you been reading for English?
It's called Freak the Mighty.
It feels kind of unfair. You'd have to have homework over the summer break, though. But golly, that's the problem with being smart is then they have these expectations for you. It's terrible. Do you have any other teachers you're looking forward to this year?
Yes, my aunt.
What? Your aunt, who is
Ashley Elmore.
And what is she teaching?
She is teaching, she's doing computer sciences, health and life skills, publication, intro to broadcasting, and broadcasting.
Good night. That's
so it's like a wide spectrum of things.
So what course are you doing with her?
I am doing broadcasting.
So you're the teaching assistant for broadcasting? Yeah, I'm
the teaching assistant for broadcasting, but she said she let me participate in some of the activities.
Nice. That's nice. Well, so that's a pretty big schedule for her. So life skills. I mean, I've got a couple life skills I think you could learn.
She was like, I don't even know what life skills is. She was like, writing a check.
Yeah.
She was like, I didn't get any curriculum really for this. She was like, I'm so confused.
I think maybe when we were kids, they may have referred to that as home ec or home economics or something like that. And that's what you did. You learned some basic life skills like how to balance your checkbook, maybe how to bake things, and how to sew a button back on your shirt and stuff like that.
Today we're going to be learning how to make a mac and cheese cup for college.
Are you looking forward to anything else this year? Okay, I'm going to take that as a no.
I mean,
there's still an opportunity if you want to quit school and start earning some bank.
See, you say this every year.
Well, it's still an option every year.
Yeah, I earn bank in ways that you don't even know.
You have more money.
Okay.
Are you going to read this column when it comes out? Do you read my column? Yeah. Okay. I'll take that as a no. It's just too bad because
I read other people's columns.
Well, see how you are. It's too bad because this podcast talks a lot about you, and so does the column. So you don't have any idea what dirt.
I read the column where you talked about my teen angst and was saying mean things about me, and I think that's when I stopped.
I don't know if it was mean, but yeah.
Maybe.
Right. Is there anything else that the at-home viewing or listening audience needs to know?
Drink water. Try not to die because it's really hot. And keep being you.
Keep being you. Well, you heard it here first, friends. Keep being you. You've made it through another edition, another episode of the Dreamers Live podcast. We are so grateful that you were here with us, and I'd like to applaud my guest today, Evanjalyn Webster III. We're so grateful that you were here and you can be a part of this. And we will see you again soon. Stay with us. And remember that you can always subscribe and you can always like and you can always listen to the podcast. You can share it with other people. And if you would like us to do a Dreamers Live event near you with your group, then all you have to do is ask. And we would love to come and be a part of that.
We want you.
We want you. Until then, peace out, friends.
Bye.